Chẳng nhê chết hà sẹn yết y thìn diệp chết quân âm nhàng tàu mai quan lơ lệ miền như bùa ló rồi ông cú bia mà thiền thế cõi yêu hoang tội tòn chuê nam nhau yết dung tại cáp tội quang tội yếm El Grove California nên bùa sẽ dấu tu yết nòm nhung chế lồng hay bùn bùa yêu miền những quân có hà phí cái tao hay dấu tu hàng nay bên nhìn nhung chế lồng hay nhẹ
nhìn hoài đâu vừa lùa là sen pết đi vừa nó tệ chính lấy đâu vừa lùa để men nghiền này đâu vừa chỗ family reunion hôm nay Sacramento thì ta sẽเป็นกระฟามถึงกวางต่อยแล้วจริงvừa giờตัวđâu vừa trong miền Tây nhìn hoài
Check in everybody get your name, okay? So, yeah, which one?
Năm chiều với tờ thảo tê center cái này tại đàn chuối trên đầu lo hài mà tê xe sao mỏng tê phẳng với nét trên dùng này mà tê xe tu quang tội sẽ lỏng quang sẽ tu công hòa lo hài cho năm chiều với thảo ta chưa trên và miền cái thảo thăm rồi
Lunch will be served shortly here, so go ahead and take the time to do a little bit of that signing. Okay, thank you. But if you're bored, you can look here, up here. There's family pictures of all the Saelees, and they're being shown up here on this side of the wall. Thank you.
Welcome to the Saelee Family reunion. Today is July 1st, 2017. We got Saelee family from all over the United States. At Quảng Đâu we call it party. Okay. We have different shirt for different Cheer. We say can be na beer.
rồi là hãy cái bé đó nó cái khu
Now, I haven't seen the Jim Hin's family, the yellow one. I know the yellow ones got talents also too. So if the yellow ones, if you have the names, can you please bring it up to me? Thank you. And if you have put something in myheritage.com, your pictures will be on the wall. And when you go up there, please sign next to your picture, okay? So we have something to remember you by. Okay, so enjoy yourself, and we're going to start our program here in about 3 minutes. If it's too noisy and you don't like it, there's the other room on the other side. Okay, you can also go and have lunch over there too if you would like. Okay, and then maybe come back over here for the dancing a little bit later.
câu hỏi mấy mặt có mấy tai tham với căn mặt của đó mà thế sen picture thì thế phun muốn sen để my brand hay cái châu đấy everything là xuất kèm có thể như này rồi thì đã lùn của tàu để chụp thì là tụi ta của tàu chụp quăng các châu phản của tàu
There's a piece of paper. I encourage you guys to take that paper and go up to any stranger that you have never seen before and start asking them those questions. And write down those questions, and the purpose is for you to get to know that person, okay? Before the night is over. It's called a guessing game. Just go up and ask anybody that you don't know and go ahead and get all the information. And hopefully by the end of the night, you guys will become good friends. And at the same time, you also win a prize, okay? For the one that did do the best on it. Okay, let me hear all the green families. Just shout out. Let me hear the green. Green, tên là Jim Quang. You know, you guys, last night I was sitting down eating with the last Jim. He told me so much stories about your grandfather. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit later, okay? Jim Quang was the man of the family. He made sure everybody was together, and today we still see that. And I really like that. That's the part that I didn't know, and I found out last night, and I'm very glad that I asked him that question, okay? Okay, how about the yellow family, Jim Hin's family? Come on, let's hear it. Buồn này hả nào? Bố gì à mấy hiểu quý thế mà? Yang bố tế ấy hiểu quý thế ồ? Yellow family, come on, let's hear it. Okay, that's much better, huh? Okay. How about the Jim Faye's family, the white family? The white shirt, Jim Faye hiểu quý thế cả? That's it? Jim Faye hiểu quý thế ồ? Jim Faye family. Yeah, okay. Okay. What about the pink family, Jim T's family? Come on, we can do better than that, Jim T. Yay, Jim T, yeah. Did I forget anybody? Oh, Jim Hoa mày nó cười nhớ nha. Jim Hoa chia, xin chia mai ở, okay. Hắn là Muang Siêu, như sĩ của tao hiểu vui đấy cả. Oh, one horse à, có hỏi ý tao. Bữa số chỉ xin bữa bữa mảng tăng đâu mà hả nè. Nếu bữa số chỉ xin đâu mà. One horse à, có hỏi đã đâu có Muang Siêu nhé. Did I forget anybody? Pink. Oh, Jim Zhou, the blue family. Any Jim Zhou? Oh, what boo did there? Okay, you guys. Outside we have a dunk tank, and we really need volunteers out there. If you guys want to have some fun out there, you are welcome to go out there. And I didn't let you guys know that Song Pawn's house is only a few blocks down the street. Let me hear Jim Zhou again. Jim Zhou Blue. Yes. Okay, for those of you that don't know, most of the Jim Zhous are from Seattle, and I think a lot of them didn't make it, right? But if they made it, yeah, there'll be a big competition here tonight, okay? So, okay, we're gonna start the program, and here's Mr. Johnny Lee.
Out there, blues, mainly blues, and some pinks and some other shirts. So if you guys want to go grab it, if you don't have it yet, go grab it. It's just donations. It's whatever you want to give.
Hiểu này đâu quần chiêu này để bùi chung quần ông clan. Ít rằng nó để bùi thank you tạm để bùi ancestor rồi nó để bùi biểu mua giật. Bỏ rồi hiểu tạm bùi ancestor rồi ta chỉ bùi dẻo ít hoài nè. Lý thô một bùi xích tăng ngủ ok rồi để bùi biểu giật bỏ rồi bùi mua tăng ok lên sinh xong.
Ít hoài là bùi miền nhé câu tàu quỷ chê này nhé bùi hiểu bùi nhé miền hòa hiểu quỷ chê này nhé xây câu bài tàu bùi lột hoài đã hiểu giật anh em bùi tàu nhú giờ nồng giật tại khoai bùi nhé hủy đã dấu sinh cha bài nhắn dấu nhú bùi giờ nồng đã dấu bùi nhé còn quân còn bén chỉ tại ở từ bùi xây phun xây phá ở từ quảng nó dùng cả Hồ Chí Minh nó má hải phí miền nồng bùi miền cả lồng á chúng thể phun xây phá tổng đoàn tụ hiếu ổ
miền bài tặng một giáp luôn bộ. Let me tell you guys, how come after the generation in we're not gonna know how to do this. We gotta learn this stuff, okay? Okay. Đâu hiểu, you told us đâu your fault father đâu opening remarks.
Bố vợ già ya sao nó bố tổ ra,เขาก็bố chuẩn chế mình là thì nói là bố lõm quần mà, you know sao à, mà để sẽ hiểu mà để xem hiểu không phải sẽ con thì tiền gì của mà tài, như coi hiểu hay nhung, cho nhung ở tại nào gì nó nói à, con thì tiền cũng bố hiểu, sẽ trả lao tài, như có sẽ hiểu quân loạn thì sẽ tới đi toàn là cao hiểu cao loạn. Nhưว่าtôi miền bữa hiểu liều phố đó, năm tầm bữa so thế sẽ tại, mà để hiểu tụi đó giàu pan nó so tại, cho mà để mình hiểu, sẽ làng trình nông nhô, tu quản bữa giờ chung mùa tỏi, không con hồ, không con phải, nói này sẽ nói nông nói này mai thảo bây giờ nhiều ông giờ mà giờ này bây giờ nhiều tía giờ mà chia tàu giờ này anh thảo bây giờ ý cả như mùa tỏi chia tỏi phun tỏi giờ chung vừa tại bây giờ vừa làm giỏi như ngán nó nắm cho con y vừa như ngán mình như ngán nắm dễ bây giờ chung như ngán bữa tối chút rồi bây giờ làm giỏi rồi bé vừa phun vừa cằn vừa trở nên vừa cằn bữa giờ tôi rồi hay làm tòng thịt pha rồi tầm bữa hòm nhau bữa tin hoa bữa lồng rồi em thành trên trò mình bữa tụi con nu con mày trốn rồi này bữa tụi con đều à bữa hát tàu mà nhàn quân sắm giờ sẽ ta nóng quân rồ giờ sẽ ta nóng bún bữa lồng rồi ta hổ giờ sẽ ta nóng phi năng ta bữa ta lồng rồi mùa tỏi ta cắp tỏi quàng tỏi bùa mài cô hát tao mài cô ở quang tỏi cũng con cái tỏi bùa hiu bùa giờ này cái tỏi mình bùa sinh ta hay hiu tu tỏi bùa miền đã xuất xế tài ni mà miền quê mà miền hùng mà miền trục mà miền mài bùa sinh ta hay hiu tới chia lùng gì khung mai miền quê thế này mai miền hùng mai miền trục bùa mài bùa sinh ta mài hăng nò liệu bùa ta lồng rồi nát rồi bùa tùng nhô bùa sinh ta hay mình cứ thảo tùng bùa ỏi mình bùa như vậy sẽ có thành chỉ bữa nay yên nông nhớ chỉ gì nói tôi tập quảng bây giờ chung nhà mùa tỏi sẽ nông nhớ tôi quảng bây giờ chung thì cái này mình em quân thầu đúng không yên tàu mùa tỏi đúng không Johnny take over
đâu nãy bữa mai chăm nhung cháu rồi nhé chị mình bữa em mai đâu ta mai bảo dung lô hải em mai dancing cái cháu lô hải
tham gia một rồiเช่นเช่ตู้ตากับตู้เวน่าตู้ปวดเวียนหัวมันแต่สอนเชี่ยวตู้ไอ้พ่อให้ขายนอเซเป็นบัวเงินมัวต่อยความต่อยยันห้อยความต่อยยันโยนยันห้อยโอ้ชอเวทีโอ้ใจดีแต่โอ้เจ๊ชัดจะมาโลทีมเดียโอ้ยเจแม่หวนอีนาคิดปุยเซอ kia na ô khao sâu ê hồ giặc na tu kia nhiên dễ ôi tròn lô dinh đùa lơ miếng chả ô có thích chơi ổ nhất và tài xin chịu nhỏ yêu mua cao yêu miền là sợ chủ chất để yêu miền như chìa yêu mua chịu bông giảng bông điêu á anh hay là cái luôn sẽ vô buôn nhật dung nhưng mà tỏi chết chết
Một tổ tôi nhạc cơ. Thế ra, hoàng ca có 2 chuẩn tức là quên phải ổ.
Especially from Eric. Got the red guitar, and you're gonna be playing as good, maybe even better than him. We'll give you 10 seconds. No, you thought that I would to number 10 seconds. Ma tao là ibu thế Hùng đó nắm ticket ok? Tắt cái găng nha. Con dùng mấy number là muốn phá chia tao thì nó như này chiều hoàng bữa điểm buôn tao thì sẽ phun gì hả? Who wants a $25 ticket? Oh, Olive Garden, Red Lobster, Longhorn Steakhouse. Okay, here we go. Who's gonna pick number? Mang number ticket huh? Yeah, this one to be nhận là hàng. Con muốn lùng nó hình là bia muốn mua những cái này là bia. Here we go. Ready? The last number is 7. 10 seconds. 2056717. I want to see that number. Come on up. You got 10 seconds to find you. Yeah. 2, 3. Stand right here so we can see you. Say hi to everybody first.
My name is Brandon. Jing.
Big hand. Có đi ông này Trường Chi Ngọc Thái à? Trường Chi. Ủa, ghép hả? Ông. You know not yet. So you're gonna translate this English word to me, okay? Okay, the English word is
That's grandpa.
Hey, big hand on that! That's very easy. Oh, I know we have a lot more up here. Big hand if you want more prizes. Con muốn món đồ nó thét thì nó bảo nhớ. Okay, món đồ here's another number. 2057528. Come on up here. It is only fair to double check it. It's all good? Okay, tell us now. Dầm phê nhiên quả phun phá ở đây phá. Big hand for her. She's a winner. Không biết thế nhỉ? Không biết thế. Let's see. Mua món đi bé miền quả gì phá? Uncle. How was the Mian word for uncle? Nào thấy nhá. Not mouse, okay? That's right? Okay, let's do it. How about I do this one? How do you say mom? Mom. Okay, big hand. Hey. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, now get down. Sit down.
Yeah, but there were a lot of the prizes now there were from family donation. Okay, all of you guys were giúp các nhà thật là vừa trốn thì cho thật là vừa chỉnh thì nhà thật là vừa mãi thì cả thật luôn tỏi. Peace and night. Hold on, don't go anywhere yet. Stay here. Stay here. Peace and night. Carolina, Victoria, này phone anh, bây giờ mới chỉ Seattle tại à, bây giờ cô như tại thành bữa giờ này, nếu ai hiểu đâu blessing dance, nếu joy the flowers life, muốn anh nếu bless nào à, nếu giờ tôiอยากcó cái đó này, thank you, that's good.
Chim sổ nhà mới té lệ on chết lòng toàn là chỉ toàn là sú toàn là chỉ bây giờ là quân nhá nên thay thôn nhiều lòng thay thôn farm lòng nên như bữa hiểu chim sinh we have first they have master name they have other name here Thailand Yết Long. His name is Quân Phung. Quân Phung này Thái Thung này thọ yếm Yunnan Sáng, still in Yunnan City. For this information, there's a book. How old a book? 100 years, I don't know. So my dad carries a book, Kim Ching. So now we here. So thank you for all here in family reunion, and we welcome to Independence Day, July 4 weekend. Happy July 4th of July. Thank you.
205-773.
Help him out. Younger sister, you.
Diên.
No, more. Yeah. Wait. All right. I think that's good.
Yeah.
There we go. Can we have that card though?
Who signed up for the sack race? The little kids who signed up for the sack race? It's coming up soon. If you sign up, I want you to head over to the other side of the building, okay?
All right, Jackie, here we go. Everybody got to do this now.
All the way over here, that's the judge right there, the guy in the blue. So you guys gotta jump all the way to that blue line and all the way back. And then go back to the blue line again and all the way back to the wall. Looks like Daqv-Nyuonh family is winning. All right. Who's that? Who's that kid? Come on up here. Come around. Come on up here. Leave the bag down there. Just walk up here. Go. Keep going. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. you guys all from the green clan? Oh my god.
How come the green is so quiet? You got 2 green up here, come on!
Alright, so tell them your name and how old you are.
My name is Daqv-Nyuonh.
How old are you? 7. Where are you from?
Anderson.
Anderson is my Reading, right? Yeah. Alright, okay. What is your grandfather's name?
What?
Your grandfather. He said, oh no.
On time?
Good enough. Alright, give it to your brother. Okay. Tell them your name and your age.
My name is Cyrus and I'm 11.
Alright. Who's your father?
Yahweh and Saelee.
Oh! Very nice. Okay, pass the mic along. Same thing, name and age.
My name is Jaden and I'm 10 years old.
Alright, and where are you from? Where are you from?
Bellevue.
Bellevue.
Yeah.
Who's your father? No, who's your father? Say it.
Somnit.
Who is your grandfather? Name right there.
My grandpa?
Yeah, your grandpa, yes.
Monte.
Alright, thank you. You guys did good. Listen, so look, each of you guys get one of these bags. Each of you get one of these bags. But look, these bags are really, really cool. Now look inside, there's a, what is it? Oh, yeah. Alright, thank you very much, you guys. That was fun, right? We'll do it again really soon, okay?
So Johnny was one of the key planners and brainstormer for this event. So big hand for Johnny. Thank you very much. Mai phục chuối cầu thăm gia tàu sung mấy của có một mà phục chuối cầu thăm gia tàu là sung mấy của. Raise your hand if you have 5 kids or more, not grandchildren, not great grandchildren. 5 kids. Okay, keep your hand raised. Chú tàu, có một chú tàu là số chân. 7. Seven, keep standing. If you have less than 6, sit down. How about we going 8 kids? If you have hiện tàu phục chuối. Soldiers from Japan, get tough joy. How about 9 kids? Anybody? 9 kids? Okay, come on up. Okay. Có tiền mày bùa mày có mày chơi bên ngoài này tiền thì phải hiện tàu nè, có tàu này vẫn xiên. Có nếu bùa hiện tàu chơi gì bùa? Hiện tàu chơi gì bùa?
Anh em toàn hú đời có chung. Ít là nhé toàn phải ta hiểu đủ chung. Yeah. San chung, Huang chung, Nai chung, Su chung. Bài hí tập thuyền.
Để nhún đi bùa nhún.
Chen là chase.
Mình sẽ tao hiện tàu nhé. Rất ấy. 700 rồi không ạ? Ở tao. Oh, 8 you know à? Okay. Này qua halfway through mà chịu qua này. Đây qua. Nó nóng kia tu lọ, nó có gì nhiều rồi. Ồ, mà nó rồi. Tôi muốn có miếng vàng kiện của tỷ quá. King, yang.
Lay down and quit.
Lay down and quit. Ok nha. Lay down and quit. How about big hand? Khi bắt đầu bé lay down and quit làm quăng lên rồi. Để phone hai nó đi của mày.
Nobody would know.
Okay. Alright, this one. Nó là mình để một cái nhang tiên sĩ để phải vào. Luôn xin nhang vào mày. Một phone thì xin ạ. Một phone mình xin xin ạ. Chỉ xin. Nghe một tiếng. Một chân. Rồi. Anybody 70? 75 đi mà nha. Chắc tìm nhang. Oh, một chung nhang nè. Oh. Going once 80. Okay, một chung nhang bao rồi. Bao ạ. Không có bài của. Let's give a big hand to một chung nhang mà. 80 years old. Chắc tìm nhang đấy hả? Mình có. Bán chiều chung nhang mà. Bán chiều.
Tôi là nhìn số tiền tôi đi dân thật công trải cả đi mà có mẹ với mà tao muốn là cái kiểu sự tao
có thiên hỏa.
cái kiểu sự tệ nó đi ba có là còn chỉ chế cũng đấy à là còn không nhám nữa.
Không bây chung bài năm mùa không chung nhà mà là gì chung nhà mà thế là kiếm nhận mà mày có là nhốt nhà vì là gì của nó đó là mua năm gì nhẹ mày đúng không không mà nhận đúng không cheesecake cam con nó mình thấy nè nhận là cam là ok nè có đúng không nên đúng không nhận mà đúng mày qua quân sinh thôi là gì này là ô gì mình mua tỏi thăm vào cái buổi chung thăm vậy thế là thế họ của bây giờ là buổi family union mình muốn xem gì cấp trên gì nữa thế hả là gì thôi nha. Okay, next game. The person that has traveled to the most countries. Okay, if you travel to 5 or more countries, not state, country or 5 or more countries, raise your hand. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 couple there. Okay, let's go. 7 countries. Anybody else? More than 7 countries? 8? 8 countries? Alright. Do we have 9? Do we have 9? 9 countries? Okay, honor system. 10 countries. Raise your hand if you can. 10 countries. Adventures. Now this is not easy. You gotta go and tell everybody the countries, okay, that you have. You guys help him keep accountable, okay? Make sure he has 10 countries or more. Alright, you gotta share with everybody. Tell your name and then
I've been to Indonesia, Bali, Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Ireland, Peru, Argentina, Japan, Philippines. I'm sorry, I'm a little hammered.
What? Make it up to 10 countries! Awesome!
Korea. Yeah, Korea.
Alright, that's enough, man. You got enough to time, man. Big hand for that, Osin. Oh, yeah, you gotta make some money too, man, for your travel. Alright.
Everybody's outside, man.
7057. Come on up.
Vậy đúng không? Năm rồi giờ thôi đúng không? Sổng Ni Don, Sổng Ni Lý. Will you come up and share a little bit about your story?
Hello. What's up, Mian people? We have Mian people in the house. We have Mian people in the house. Okay, Mian people in the house. Mian people in the house. Mong Hmong people in the house? Hmong people in the house? Okay. So when I was a kid, I grew up and man, Hmong people were so much better than us. They were much better than us in sports. We go out to the sports fields, you know, our Mian adults, we play against the Hmong people. Whether it's Daqv, soccer, volleyball, we all get beat all the time. When I was a kid, man, Hmong people just killed us, okay? And then, they're also better than us in academics, right? In the 80s and 90s, a lot of Hmong people are in the professional fields, like medicine, law, engineering. Our Mian people are way behind. So not only were they better than us in sports, they were better than us in like education. Thirdly, they also had representation in the Western world, right? So they were more, they had representation in the U.S. government, right? They had politicians. They were also represented in like Hollywood, and they have actors in Hollywood, right? So as a Mian kid, you kind of feel like the red-headed stepchild. No one cares about, right? So I kind of felt like, man, when I was a Mian kid, I was like, man, those Hmong people, I envy them. I like despise them. And then one day I met Uncle Nyuonh, right? And he told me, you know, your great-grandpa was actually half Hmong, all right? So she is half Hmong. So we're actually all Hmong people. You're not all, right? That's right? Okay. So Fu Ta, right, was half Hmong. Okay, that's why we're having the Hmong dancers provide the dancer for us. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is the village, right? The village. What is the village? So when I was a kid, I never grew up in this type of village. I never lived in the old era, right? But I can imagine from talking to all my parents and also the stories that they share that I can imagine that it's probably something like this. We live up in the mountains, there's a lot of straw huts everywhere, and it's hot year round. It's either hot or hotter, right? But there's no four season, okay? So it was a hard life, right? So next slide. So as kids, you grew up, you had no iPads and computers and all that kind of stuff, right? No toys. So you can tell by this picture that they're imagining playing, right? Next slide. So these kids, they have no toys, so what do? They get bamboo sticks and stones from their village and they'll play imaginary games. But you know what? They're having fun, right? Kids today, they're playing with technology and so forth. Very different lifestyle. Next slide. So as a kid growing up in this era, right, in this time period, you had one goal in life: grow up and make a lot of kids, and your job was to be a farmer, right? And in order to survive, you have to have a lot of children, because those children will eventually die off because of illness and sickness. But you also need a lot of hands, right, in the farms in order to survive. You needed to harvest, cultivate and harvest the crops of rice, but also to raise the pigs and chickens. So in our culture, because we share the same standard of life, we share the same kind of a belief, and so there's a sense of collective effort between the group to ensure the group's survival, right? So that means that the group has to depend on one another. So they tend to live close together, right? They tend to, because of that, there's a sense of camaraderie between the groups, right? And there's also a sense of community, sense of unity, and then a sense of love. And that is why in the Mian community, especially the older generation, relatives are so close. First, second, third degree relatives are pretty close, and even people from different generations are all pretty close, and they know each other. Okay, next slide. So this is a family that arrived. So I do want to tell you, some of the photos I put up here are the photos that I found on Facebook of your families. So I want to illustrate something. So here's a family who came to the U.S., ended up in a refugee camp, something like this. Next slide. And some of these kids grew up as well. So these are the refugee camp kids, right? Pretty cute kids. You guys probably know who they are, right? Pretty cute kids. You can tell they're pretty innocent, and they look pretty happy there. Next slide. And as they grew up in these refugee camps, you can tell, despite the hardship, you can tell from the background, despite the hardship, they look pretty happy, they're pretty innocent, despite all the difficulties around them. Next slide. And so some of these kids grew up. They were pretty happy, they're innocent. They grew up, but you see these young men. What were they thinking at that time, I wonder? You know, you were raised in the old land, you say, hey, you know, I was going to be a farmer. But now you're in a refugee camp and thinking, man, what is my life going to be like? I have this uncertainty with my life. You can tell they seem pretty, they're not smiling, so obviously there's a lot of anxiety there. Okay, next slide. So what happens? We get to the United States after the fall of the communist Laos regime, right? So we come here as groups of family to different cities like Seattle, Sacramento, like the Bay Area, and also smaller towns like Redding and Merced and so forth, right? So we end up in the poor areas of the urban cities, right? Because we don't have much, so we have to generally live in the kind of poor areas like the ghettos or the rural areas. Okay, next slide. So our parents end up here, and they end up here, and they bring along all their family. Next slide. And so we come together, and we live in this world that's so brand new. There's like tall buildings everywhere, concrete, cars everywhere. There's all this technology like television and radio, and it's just amazing, right? You come from the farm and you come experience this new kind of life. It's just like, wow. And so there's a big change here, okay? So next slide. So I'm one of these kids who grew up in this generation, okay? Who grew up in this world. And you can see this little boy has a Mien hat on, and the little kids have some Western clothes on, okay? Next slide. So what I want to talk about is, I want to talk about my village. So this is the village that I grew up in. So my parents grew up in the old village, you know, way in the boonies, but I grew up in the kind of urban village. And I grew up in places like this. Some of you guys probably know where this is, because some of you guys live with me here. Okay, this is a picture of Seattle. Next slide. And this slide. Some of you guys live with me in this slide, have lived here as well. This is in Oak Park. This is on Y Street. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I lived in this community, okay? Next slide. And then one of the biggest villages I lived was here, West Sacramento, California. The Evergreen Apartments, which many of you guys live with me. So on my Facebook page, people wonder why you call yourself West Sacramento. Because West Sacramento has a very sentimental memory for me. And it was a cool experience. So Evergreen Apartment was kind of like a village, if you think about it. It was all mainly Asians, mostly Mien people. Probably about 70-80% of people were Mien people. So we spoke Mien only. And we all kind of had this common goal as kids. We had no idea what we were going to do, but we all had the same struggle, right? We had the same struggle. We were all poor. We didn't know what we wanted to do, but we wanted to have a better life in the future. So we had all a shared belief, same standard of life, okay? What was cool about the Evergreen Apartment was that it was kind of like this. People knew each other. And people, I think in general, depended on one another because of, you know, what was outside of them. And there was a lot of things that we did here as kids as well. We didn't have technology, we were pretty poor. We played games like, the cards. I don't know if you guys done that before. Take a sandal, you put some baseball, football cards about 15 feet away, you take a sandal, you throw it like a boomerang, you try to knock the cards out, and then you would try to take the other person's card. We also played a game called Joan Quarters. You guys play that game? Joan Quarters? You know? So we would bet quarters, and then what we do is put a hole at about 10-15 feet away. We try to throw the quarters in the hole to try to win money. I never won. I sucked. But what was good about this community, it was we had people like San Guang, Uncle San Guang. They were like, they had like a dessert restaurant. We go to their apartment, and we buy like ice cream cones and otter pops and Fin and stuff like that. So we were too poor, so we had to go to San Guang's home. We also went to this Lao lady who made papaya salad. My mom actually made like noodle and sold like for $1, $2 bowl. And then we had our own casino. We don't have all these fancy casino out here where you guys are going now. We actually, at our apartments, there was always someone gambling, playing 21 or playing that club, right? Club, I don't know how to say club, okay? So we had restaurants in their very apartment. We had a casino, mini casinos there, right? And in summertime we had like Kambang and Black Rain go to the apartments, and summer jam, right? So it felt like a community because we're so close. We're so close, okay? So next one. So some of those individuals who helped to solidify our community, who are very respectful leaders who actually passed away, but I want to pay some important respect to these individuals, okay? One son was one of them, okay? One son was a very respectful person, someone I respect now that I think back, because he was just an important figure in the community, and he was also someone who was trying to put people together, okay? One son. He's the one that represents the blue team, okay? Blue team. Next slide. The second person I want to talk about is Jimmy. Jimmy was also a critical role in our community as well. He was one of those guys who just really soft-spoken, and he was also one of those guys who wanted to bring people together. So Jimmy represented, which one? White. Jimmy represents white, so I want to pay some respect to Jimmy, okay? The next person is Wonsun. Even though Wonsun is not blood related to Guam, but I think for him that he's family, okay? And he was always one of those guys who brought people together, and especially in the Bunya community. So I want to pay special respect to the community leader, okay? Because they embody the spirit of the village, okay? Embody the spirit of the village, okay? Next one. So Bumi and I, we're very close because we have that village spirit. We still share stories. We sit on Friday, Saturday nights, and we have all our family together. We tell a story. Like last night when Boo was telling a story, I was like, this guy is amazing. He can share like amazing stories. And so that's one thing I noticed when I come back to the Min community. It's been so long that when I come back, I noticed that. I think it's amazing. Next one. So just another picture of the things we do together as family. Okay? Next slide. So we come to the United States, okay? We come to the United States. We experience a lot of different things. One of the things that I think is important in Bunya family is music. The influence of music, American music, into Bunya background has spawned a generation of musicians, okay? So that's my brother playing the bass, and my dad's playing the guitar, okay? Next one. So there's several musicians in Bunya family, okay? So my father is one of them. Next one. Mantong, you guys know Mantong, right? She was one of the first singers, okay? Mantong. Next slide. Make way. So Make Way was one of our first singers as well. Remember that song? That's good, okay? Okay, next one. And you know this group, right? Very popular men band in the United States, okay? Next one. This band as well, very popular band in our Bunya community, okay? Next one. You know these two, Uncle Patrick, him and Uncle Jovi actually formed a band named Lean back in the 80s, okay? You guys don't know. And then Yao Fo on the top left corner, okay? Next one. And then most recently, Mantong, right? She's been singing in your community, right? So we have had a lot of musicians in our family. So the influence of American culture has instilled this into us, okay? Besides music, the next one. We have been able to go to new different places, right? Places we've never been before, right? We go to a place like, it looks like the Grand Canyon, right? And you can tell like these guys, it looks like it's a pretty amazing experience. Never would we have thought back in the homeland we can go there. Next slide. See, so we can go to places like South America. Who would think we could go to South America, right? New experiences. I've never been to it, right? So there are some cool places we go. Next slide. And so you can see this family here. They seem pretty happy. So besides going to new places, there's a certain lifestyle that changes. You can tell. You compare this from previous. This family is pretty laid back, right? They're in this island setting. They're happy. Who would have thought that back in the homeland you get to live in a place or stay in a place like this, right? That's the blue team over there. I just met them today. Okay, next one. And besides that, we get to enjoy sports, right? So you can tell by these guys, right? They enjoy golf. And then their little boy right there, he's got the Seattle Seahawks, right? Seattle Seahawks, yeah, football. Go Hawks, right? And you can see a San Francisco Giant hat there as well. So we're experiencing different types of sport. Yeah, handsome guy, yeah. Next one. And we are also doing things like be able to climb mountains and so forth, right? Things we can never do back in the homeland. Next slide. And we can also experience life in different ways that we never experienced back in the homeland. Celebrating birthdays, where we never did that back in the homeland. Not like this, okay? And this is one of our grandmas who's, obviously appreciating her life with all her grandchildren around her. Next slide. And we also get to go to new cool places as well. We get to go to the Super Bowl. Seattle Seahawks! Go Hawks! I gotta put that in. All United fans, I gotta put that in. All right, so we get to go to cool places and experience new things in life here. Okay, next slide. So the thing is, because we get to experience new things, because the standard of life changes for us here in this country, we get to dream new things. So this little boy is one of my nephews from Seattle, and he might be the next Russell Wilson. Next slide. This girl might be the next doctor. Next slide. This girl might be the next ballerina or professional actress. Next slide. This boy might be the next policeman. Okay. Next slide. This boy might be our next musician. Who knows? Yeah, so he might be a professional musician. So the reason why I want to tell you this is because when you go from old country, when you just have one role in life to be a farmer, when that standard of life is the same, when there's no differences, right, in what you experience from someone else, you can't explore the different possibilities. But here in the US, you can do so. Next slide. And so when we come here, we are able to do things that I think it changes because we perceive what's good is considered standard life. Sometimes we have to achieve different goals. And so this young gal graduated from high school, I think recently. You guys know her. Next slide. And one of our own graduated from the University of California, Davis, Anastasia. Is she here? So want to give applause, Anastasia. Good. She just graduated from Asian Studies. And next slide. And we had another university graduate. Are you here? So I want to tell you guys I'm very proud of you guys for achieving your success. Okay. So next one. And besides getting education, being successful in education, we are making change in the community. So Uncle Jovi won an award for his outstanding achievement in I think King County, Pierce County. So I want to give some recognition to Uncle Jovi as well. Next slide. So this is my brother. He's married to a Korean wife. And so part of that culture, when we're very close, is likely going to be fragmented through the generations. Next slide. So what generally happens is that within the next generation or two, will probably be another Asian face. Okay? And next slide. So what I want to get back to you guys is that the reason why we're having this event today, okay, is to help us bring back that village spirit, right? That village spirit, the sense of community, the sense of love for one another, the sense of cooperation between all of us for one goal. So all the games that we play today, okay, is to help celebrate that village spirit. Even though it might just be for today, this is our moment to give thanks to not only our elders, but also to appreciate where we came from. So for those of you who came here, who live in the old village, I hope that today we can kind of celebrate that village spirit and give you guys remind you guys of that nostalgia that you guys have in the past. For those of you guys who used to live in the village like myself, I hope that these games and the food that we share, the music that we listen to, the folk dances that we have will also bring a sense of the village spirit. And for the young people like my son who doesn't know anything about Bien, I hope that he'll understand why his dad feels that having that village spirit is so important. So thank you so much. Thank you for coming.